I have one. Was too tired last night to post it, but seeing this thread is still going, here's mine. I was 23 years old, driving with my girlfriend from the beach. We were on our way home from the coast and it was a 3-hour drive home. We left after sunset. I was driving and she fell asleep after we got on the highway. We were the only ones on the road. The area was pitch black with 0 streetlights or house lights. I was getting fatigued, so I drank a Red Bull I kept in my glove box in case I ever needed it. After an hour I was feeling better. I wasn't as tired as I was before. I had to go to the bathroom though, so I tried to find a rest stop. After 30 minutes of driving I could not find one, so I decided to pull over and just pee on the side of the road. My girlfriend woke up when we ran over the bumps on the shoulder of the road that are meant to wake up sleeping drivers. She asked me if something was wrong and I just told her I needed to answer nature's call. She laughed and I stepped out to take care of business. I went to the bushes just a few yards away from the car. When I walked back to my car I noticed something dripping from under the car and a strange odour. I thought maybe my car was leaking oil or engine fluid, so I shut off the engine and took a flashlight to check. It was blood dripping from a mangled animal under the drive shaft. I couldn't make out what type of animal it was because its body had been torn and tangled in the drive shaft. As I got up to get back into the car, I noticed 2 eyes blinking to the reflection of my emergency lights. It was about 10 car lengths away, staring right at me. When I looked into my car, through the back window at my girlfriend, I saw her looking right at the eyes, then at me. She had been staring at the eyes while I was inspecting the car. I shined my flashlight at the animal and it looked like a moose, except it only had 2 legs. Its head went down and began licking the ground. I kept watching it from afar and noticed it was licking the ground once, then taking a few steps towards us, then licking the ground again. I realised it was licking the blood that was trailing from the mangled animal under my car. I was scared and in shock. I couldn't move. I looked at my girlfriend and she was in the same state. When the moose came within 5 car lengths away, I noticed it only had 2 legs, no rear body, and a slightly longer neck than usual. Its body was more human. It had a chest and hips, but I couldn't see any arms. Then after one last lick on the ground, it paused and stared at us. Suddenly it let out a howling noise, like a scream. Off in the distance we could hear the same sound coming from the trees. The animal started sprinting at us. I finally got the nerve to run into my car, but the moment I closed my door we felt a jolt come from the back. The thing rammed his antlers into the back of my trunk. My girlfriend began to scream, and I started the engine. Suddenly the back window shattered, and its head was through the rear window. I slammed on the gas as the animal started biting. The last thing I saw in my window was the animal running after us. When we reached the next town, my girlfriend and I got out of the car at a gas station and looked at the damages. The trunk had a few scuff marks and there was broken glass all over the back seat. We didn't know what to tell people what we saw or if they would have just thought we were crazy. To this day, I still remember that animal. I've come to realise whatever I saw that night was not a moose, but something to the likes of no animal I've ever seen.